finally it's going to be another what's in my phone 2023 version. Yeah, so this will be the last video that you see that's filmed on my iPhone XR. Yeah, cause I got a new phone, so obviously because I'm using a new phone to show you guys. So before I get rid of the iPhone XR, we are filming this video. So I actually just finished setting up my new phone, and because so I decided this time not to fully transfer my data from my old phone over to my new phone. So I totally like just restarted it, and I've got everything set up and ready to go on the new phone. So let's get into the video. Okay, so first of all, this is the phone that I actually currently have. It's the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So basically this is the phone case that I'm using. It just has like this little astronaut at the back. Yeah, and it's really cute. It's like a white phone case, so it's really cute. Yeah. Then so for whatever that's going to be shown is going to be inserted here. So yeah, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay, there we have it. So this is my homepage on my new phone. So I basically just had this wallpaper where I like tap and it changes. So as you can see, this is more like a 80s theme wallpaper. And on top it says 8 makes 1 theme, which obviously because, you know, 80s. Yeah, and then for the widgets, I just have a weather widget and 2 cute little pets over here. So this one's actually one of a bunny actually like pole dancing, and the other one is actually like, I don't know, I think it's a cat like listening to music. Yeah. So yeah, so that's my homepage. And so when we unlock the phone, this is what we'll see first. So basically this thing on top here, if I click on it, it will go to like this page, and then you can just like do this. Yeah, it's just like entertaining. Yeah. So then over here, I just have something that says Hong, and actually this is a picture of the background picture is a picture of Hong Jung's like hair, his half hair, which I really like, so I put it there. And then the next widget next to it basically just shows me how much storage I've used, what day is it, my battery percentage, and whether the Wi-Fi and data is on. So the apps that I have on this page is WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So for WhatsApp, yeah, so it's basically just my WhatsApp lah. Yeah, so that's quite basic. Yeah, and then Instagram is also quite basic, so I have it like over here on my main account. Yeah, but then I can also like, you know, swap it over to my private account, which I'm not gonna let y'all see. Yeah, so that's my Instagram, and next to it actually have my Twitter, which I just use to keep track of like K-pop stuff. Yeah, not really much fun stuff. And then we have TikTok, which is obviously quite basic also, which I'm not gonna click on it. And then the next page, we just have a picture of 80s on top, and then just a little like hourglass at the bottom. And then the bottom widget is just basically the battery, and when I connect my AirPods to the phone, I'll be able to see the percentage of the AirPods too. So the apps I have on this page are Spotify, YouTube, Weverse, and Weibo. So yeah, so Spotify is quite known. Yeah, basically I just have my playlist over here. Yeah, and I just use it to listen to music everywhere I go. And for YouTube, obviously it's quite obvious also. We just have my channel over here. So this is how I keep track of stuff. And Weverse and Weibo. So for Weverse, it's actually an app that lets you like interact with your favorite K-pop artists. So this is what I have. Yep. So Weibo is basically just another app. This one is more of like Chinese app, something like a Chinese version of Instagram. Yeah, so It's basically just, it's the same thing basically, yeah. So these are all like social media stuff that I put in front because like I use them more. Yeah, so the next page we basically just have another picture of 80s and the weather, and then another calendar. And this calendar I basically just like used to keep track of like stuff so that I won't miss like any events and stuff like that. And then so for the apps on this page, we have photos, Safari, settings, and notes. So these are the basic apps. So for photos, I won't go inside because obviously I have not got my photos lah. So then for Safari, also quite basic. Settings and notes, yeah. So other than this, actually my background over here, if y'all can see, is actually a picture of like lyrics from 80s songs. As you can see, the big sector one, yeah. So yeah, I actually haven't done anything really to like the bottom, that like, you know, this thingy over here, this like all this. But I think if I were to do something now, you can just remove all of this and then probably either leave it empty. I think that looks quite nice if I leave it empty, or I can put some of my apps. Yeah, so these are the other apps that I have. So I am probably going to put Starbucks, or I'm probably going to put InShot, YouTube Studio. Yeah, that looks quite nice actually. I said that this is a bit out of place. I'm gonna remove this. Yeah, that is quite nice. Yeah, so it just adds a bit of color to my phone screen. So these two apps, basically we have YouTube Studio, which I already mentioned in the previous what's in my phone. Basically just lets me keep track of whatever goes on in my channel. And then InShot, which I use to edit a lot of my videos and photos that I post. And so we're gonna go down the list here. So basically for my socials, other than the ones I mentioned just now, I actually also have Facebook, Bubble, Telegram, and Xiaohongshu. And then the other apps are just like FaceTime, phone messengers, and they're quite basic. So these are all socials, so I'm pretty sure they're like straightforward. But for Xiaohongshu, it's basically another version, another like Chinese app. So it's also something like, I think Instagram, or like a little bit of like Instagram / TikTok. Yeah, so it's also really fun. And for Bubble, yeah, it's just an app that you can like pay some money and then you can receive messages from your favorite artists. And so right now I actually only have Lino's Bubble. Yeah, so that's for socials. And for this entertainment, I actually don't need this. I actually only have Spotify, TikTok, and YouTube. So for YouTube, it's actually another app that lets you interact with your favorite artists, but this time, as it's called YouTube, it's only for like the cute entertainment artists. So over here I have B2B, Pentagon, and Idol. Yeah, it's really fun. It's something like Weavers also, but like cute entertainment version. Yeah. And then basically this app over here is just a widget app. Yeah, it's nothing much, just a widget app. And over here are just some basic apps and also another widget app that I have. Yeah. And over here I have Google Translate, NLB Mobile, Storytel, the basic translate app that the phone provides, Twitter, Wattpad, and Weather. Yeah. So these are also quite basic. Yeah, and Storytel is actually an app that like lets you read stuff. So basically, as you can see, I just have my Harry Potter books here that I downloaded for like when I went to Japan. Yeah. And then for Wattpad, I don't really use the app a lot, honestly. I just have it. Yeah. Because like one friend that I know, so I'm not gonna mention her, or should I mention? Yeah. So basically I have so basically the only reason why I have Wattpad is because, like, you know, KG from Team Alpaca, she writes on Wattpad, so I downloaded that to sort of support her. Yes, I'm a nice friend. Yeah, so that's all for here. And then in others, I basically just have the basic apps that the iPhone provides, and Google Maps, Starbucks, Grab, and Easable. So Easable is actually an app for me to unlock like my house gate. So as you can see this picture over here, this is actually my house. Yeah, so over here, this is what you see is actually my house. Yeah, pictures of my house. Yeah, and then I just have to click here and then I can unlock the gates from here. So it's really convenient. Yeah. So other than this, over here is just some basic apps plus Stickerly, which I use to get like stickers for WhatsApp. Really fun. Yeah, it's really creative and all. And then my SIM bar is basically just like something for me to keep track of my data, which I'm not gonna show you guys. Yeah. And then another widget app. Very fun. And then over here, just some other basic stuffs. Camera, InShot, Instagram photos, Snapchat, YouTube, and YouTube Studio. Nothing that I haven't said about before. So yeah. So yeah, and also the iPhone 14 is actually, the camera is actually really amazing, the camera quality. So right now I'm actually going to film side by side, and this is the XR and this is the iPhone 14. So I'm gonna be putting the videos over here so you guys can see, and next time I will be filming with this instead of this. I'll be saying goodbye to like this phone. As you can see, it's not right in front of me. I even like, you know, took out the strap because I'm gonna like hang it on this phone that I'm using now. So this is actually a phone strap that I've had on this phone, as you can see like over here. So I took it out and now we're gonna put it on this phone. So this is actually from Typo. Yeah, and my AirPods case is also from Typo. So yeah, this is basically what I use. Yeah. So as you can see, the 14 Pro Max camera is actually really good. And you can also like zoom it out to like 0.5 and it gives you this wide angle. And you can even see them sitting there. Yeah, I don't know how it look like, but yeah, so that's it for the what's on my iPhone, on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's actually 2 something in the afternoon and I haven't eaten my lunch, so I'm gonna go get my lunch now, and I'll see you guys in my next video filmed on this camera. Bye!